Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
And I'm Veronica Acosta. Thank you for joining us. One Arizona water company is facing off with its customers. Brooke Water serves the town of Parker.
When water was most needed in one of the hottest towns in America in the middle of summer, residents found their taps coming up dry.
Jesse Canales reports why that's not where the concern ends in this Colorado River community.
An Arizona vacation hotspot on the banks of the Colorado River. Locals in Parker, Arizona say the river always flows, but water doesn't always flow from their taps. Service provided by Brooke Water, the main water company in the town. Amid the scorching heat in August, residents turned on their faucets for some much needed relief. And out came nothing.
I was asking my mom, calling her, I said, do you have water?
But mother of three, Nancy Hanner, said she had no other choice than to send her kids to her mom's house just so they could shower.
It was just irritating.
Broken water valves were behind the loss of water for hundreds of Parker residents. They said it was inconvenient, but not surprising.
My husband, he's a tow truck driver, so sometimes when you hit a pole or you go into a ditch, you break a line and the water goes out for a little while.
The complaints didn't end in August. In fact, they began before summer and continue.
This home is just 100 yards away from the Brooke Water Tower. Residents and the Arizona Corporation Commission expressed concerns about said water.
We tested the water ourselves. The coliform test showed negative. The E. coli test showed negative. And the pH balance of the water just met the minimum EPA standards with an 8.0. Water quality was one of the main complaints from Brooke Water customers.
We won't drink it. I won't feed it to my animals.
Many of Brooke Water's pipelines are old pipelines made from asbestos materials. When we tested the water, we found the asbestos levels were acceptable under federal standards. But the water quality isn't the only dissatisfaction some people have.
I think we all have about the same issues, actually. My bills are always screwed up.
Paying their bills is just as complicated since there's only two ways to pay. One is by mail to a Bakersfield address. The other is through a customer service number located outside the country.
You call the 1-800 number, you get Costa Rica.
Brooke Water President Robert Hardcastle said in a letter to the Corporation Commission the company worked hard to restore service in August. He also spoke out at a November 3rd Corporation Commission hearing about the accusations, saying the company is familiar with some of the complaints and are working on them.
We've got a very lengthy laundry list, if you will. We've got dozens of parts, if you will, in motion all at the same time.
Also at the meeting, the Arizona Corporation Commission said they will look into complaints and there may be some repercussions for Brooke Water if they decide the company is not up to standards.
Put in a interim manager to basically take over the management of the operation and get it up to what we would consider acceptable standards.
Hardcastle said he would interview with us after speaking with his customers.
He was rude.
But when we approached him after the Corporation Commission hearing, he refused.
Can we take a moment of your time? Okay, all right. Is there any way that we can reach anybody with your company?
We reached out to Robert Hardcastle for a comment through email today, and he did respond to several of our questions. He says they are having water tanks inspected to determine, quote, what remedial treatments is recommended, if any. Based on the findings of that report, we will proceed expeditiously, unquote. He also says Brooke Water is complying with the orders and directives from the Corporation Commission. The Corporation Commission says the next steps that will be taken are for the residents to testify in front of an administration law judge. They'll be subject to cross-examination by Brooke Water so both sides can have a fair hearing. That has not been scheduled yet. Jessica Canales, Cronkite News.